Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. 2025 is the year I really focused down on anti-aging in my skincare routine. Now, don't get me wrong, anti-aging has always been a part of my routine, but prior to this, I really focused on things like fading hyperpigmentation, boosting radiance and luminosity, and taking control of my adult acne. It's only when I hit 40 that I really started to focus down on anti-aging, boosting collagen and elastin, minimizing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. And I've got some absolutely phenomenal results. I think where I was going wrong is I became hyperfixated on using high strength retinoids, particularly tretinoin. Now, tretinoin has been a bit of my nemesis in skincare for the past 5 years. No matter what I did, what strength I used, or how I applied it, my skin could just never tolerate tretinoin. And at some point, I almost felt like a failure for not being able to incorporate it successfully. I'd have people bombarding me with comments with things like, if you're not using tretinoin, you're doing it wrong, it's the gold standard, it's the only ingredient you need. And that really fed into my narrative and approach when it came to anti-aging. It's only around 6 months ago that I thought, you know what, let's take a step back from that. It's clearly not working for me. Let's take a step back and let's focus on what I can do, what ingredients, what products I can use in order to drive forward the results. And that's really what I want to share with you in today's video. Tretinoin and other high strength retinoids are fantastic, but they're only part of the picture, and there are so many other amazing ingredients and products that can deliver some next level anti-aging. And in today's video, I want to share with you my favorites. These are what I call the most potent, the quickest acting, just the best overall anti-aging skincare products. I don't believe in gatekeeping, so sit back, relax, let's talk the greatest anti-aging skincare. So around 6 months ago, I went completely cold turkey on the high potency retinoids. I stopped trying to incorporate tretinoin into my skincare routine. I did have a go with tazarotene on the recommendation of my dermatologist, and my skin definitely tolerated that a lot better. I definitely find I got less sensitivity and irritation, and if I used it sparingly, I'm currently using it twice a week, I definitely find that my skin can tolerate it, I can get the benefits of it, but I'm not getting all that sensitivity, side effects and irritation. That's where I currently am. That's the current state of play when it comes to prescription retinoids in my own life and in my own routine. But I use these other products and actives to really supplement that, and I'm going to explain how each and every one of them actually deliver something extra when it comes to anti-aging. They all work super quick, so if you're really impatient, do not worry, this is the video for you. And I'm going to start with cleansing. Let's not neglect our cleanser. If you choose the right cleanser, you're setting your routine up for success. Choose the wrong one and you're setting it up for failure. See it like that. And one of the things I've started to do more often than not is incorporate an exfoliating cleanser into my routine. I now don't actually exfoliate as a standalone step at all, because I find if I use a regular exfoliating cleanser, I get all the benefits of that increased cell turnover, removing some of those dead skin cells, but I don't get any of the side effects and irritation because a cleanser obviously is a wash-off treatment rather than a leave-on. There are loads out there, and I would say one of the best exfoliating cleansers I've ever used is this. This is the Remedy for cleansing. This is their salicylic acid one. I absolutely love it. Now be careful, they do two versions. They do a hydrating one with ceramides and they do an exfoliating one with salicylic acid. It's the exfoliating one I'm talking about. I will link it like I will all the products down in the description box below. So just make sure you use that link to get the right one. This is the salicylic acid one. Super inexpensive, feels gorgeous on the skin, doesn't strip and dry. I'll use this maybe 3 or 4 mornings a week. That's all the exfoliation I need. I was really using my tretinoin previously to try and increase cell turnover, smooth everything out, and I never achieved that because I just ended up getting a whole lot of irritation and my skin somehow felt rougher as a result. This doesn't leave any of the roughness, smooths you to the gods, and you can use it on the body too. Under the arms is great because the pH of this will help stop any scent-causing bacteria, so it works well to kind of prolong or increase the benefits you get from your deodorant and keep you fresh all day long. Use it on the chest if you have any breakouts. It's just great. I absolutely love it. This is my cleanser. I will go in 3 or 4 times a week. That's all the exfoliation I need, and yeah, it's just an absolute winner in my book. Now, at the opposite end of the routine, so we've done cleansers, At the opposite end, you want a good moisturiser, and I think this is where maybe I was slipping up. I focused down on choosing the right moisturiser to pair with my tretinoin when I was trying to get through all those tretinoin uglies, and as a result, I never really got the best benefits in my opinion. It's only when I discovered this little product that I realised, do you know what? Choosing the right moisturiser can absolutely transform things and be a little game changer. And it's this. This is the Medicate HEO mask. Now, it comes with two forms, so you get all this in the kit. This is all part of it. You get the hydrating applicator, then you get the, what I'm calling the sealant, but it sounds like you're almost like grouting a shower or something. I don't mean it like that. I just mean it seals everything in. This is absolutely beautiful because you get all the hydration, you get all the calming, soothing goodness in this one, and this locks it all tight to just give you some next level performance, and you wake up with the softest, smoothest skin. Like I say, I was chasing that tretinoin smoothness, never achieved it. I actually got it with this maximum hydration, minimum irritation. This is a little gem. Now, not the cheapest moisturiser out there, but the way that I justify it for me is you only actually have to use this twice a week. The rest of the time you can just use a bog standard moisturiser, whichever one you have in your collection. These elevate your hydration game a couple of times a week, and you see the results week long. So you apply these on a Monday, for example, you're still getting the benefits on a Wednesday with the hydration, the calmness, just the plump juiciness, which is something I've always craved and actually struggled to achieve with my skin. I got thanks to this little duo. I absolutely love it. And one of those kits will last me about 3, 4, maybe even 5 months. So if you spread the cost across those months, I think that's where you get a really, really good return on your investment. Now, I think the reason that this little kit works so well is because of this step, the sealant. It kind of just locks everything in, and anything that you've put on before it, whatever serums, whatever treatments you put on before, will just work better because it's kind of sealed in, encouraging that penetration and increasing the efficacy of them. On the nights that I don't use this, like I say, twice a week I'll use this. On the nights that I don't use that treatment, I'll go in with this from my own skincare line. This is the Mad About Skin Intensive Rescue Balm. I absolutely love this because it's a way that I can actually do slugging without feeling greasy. Now, slugging hit the skincare headlines around 5 years ago, where people were smothering and smearing Vaseline over their skin as the last step in their skincare routine and saying, this is the best anti-aging hack around. I tried it once. The feeling of all that Vaseline just made me feel really uncomfortable, and it broke me out a treat. Vaseline is like my #1 trigger for my adult acne, so I quickly abandoned that, and I just don't want to go to bed feeling greasy. But I do appreciate the benefits from slugging where, like I say, you seal everything in. So when I'm not using this, I'll go in with this. This is actually matte, so you use this on the skin. It's not greasy, it's not slimy, it's not tacky, it doesn't feel like Vaseline. It achieves that by providing an occlusive layer to seal everything in, but you don't know that you're wearing it. And that is important because nobody wants to go to bed feeling like a grease snake. I felt I was missing out for the past 5 years by not slugging, and my skin was missing out a trick. But now I found a product that I can actually do that with. It makes it so much easier. All you do is do the whole of your skincare routine, and this is your last step. Put some of this on. I put a little in the palm of my hand, warm it up first, apply it to the skin, and then you are absolutely good to go. Smoothness overload, you will wake up hydrated, everything will just have worked that little bit better for you. So we've covered the bookends of the routine. We've done the cleansing, we've done the moisture with hydration. What about all those serums? And this is where I think if you're strategic, if you're somebody that can't use high strength retinoids like tretinoin, if you're strategic, you can get all the results from other ingredients. If you're currently using tretinoin successfully, you can supplement, increase the results you see by, again, being strategic with some of these recommendations. And the vitamin C I'm going to call out is this. This is the Allies of Skin 20% vitamin C brightening and firming serum. They've actually just rebranded this, same formula, different name, slightly different packaging. I'm leaving an image of it here so you know what I'm on about. And again, it's linked down in the description box below. So don't be alarmed if it comes with a different name. I'm still working through my stash. And then when I repurchase it, it'll be in the new packaging. This is hands down the fastest acting vitamin C ever. Like no ifs, no buts, just works. If you're impatient, you want to fade your hyperpigmentation, boost your collagen and elastin, and just increase your radiance and luminosity, you need a high dose vitamin C. works in like 2 weeks. You start using this on a morning, within 2 weeks, you'll see those benefits, that luminosity, that breaking apart of the hyperpigmentation. It just works. I don't know how, it's magic, but of every vitamin C I've ever tried, this is the quickest. And I started my mission for like anti-aging in 2026. My New Year's resolution was to invest where it pays off. This isn't the cheapest product, but it's an investment, and I wouldn't be without it. Now, one thing you can do to be a little bit strategic is you can use this, buy a bottle of this, use it, it'll last you about 2 months because you don't need a lot. It lasts 2 months, and then once you've got all the benefits from this, by that end of that 2 month period, you will be pretty much set with your luminosity, your hyperpigmentation will be so much better. You can then transition to a more affordable vitamin C to kind of carry on. Use this as your treatment and then build, sort of sustain what you've achieved using a more affordable option. And the one that I would go for that's the closest to this, but with a much more affordable price point, is the Remedy for Daily Defense. That's a great vitamin C. So use this to turbocharge for 2 months, and then move on to the Remedy for Daily Defense, which I'll also link down below. And that will just sustain those results at a much more affordable price point. Like I say, I'm here to help you guys achieve the goals you want with the minimum outlay and spend. And that's a little hack that I would definitely recommend. Now, I think one of the things I always neglected when it came to anti-aging was calming and soothing. I always seemed to be in attack mode. I was attacking my adult acne. I was attacking that hyperpigmentation. I wanted to like obliterate the fine lines and wrinkles. It was a lot, and you're throwing a lot at your skin, which often can do more harm than good. So one thing I always recommend to people is get a nice calming and soothing serum in your routine. That's as important when it comes to anti-aging as all of the high potency actives. I wish I'd learned this like 3 years ago. It's taken me time to realise, and now my skin is better for it. My go-to that I recommend to everyone is the Theramid Ceramide treatment. There is no better one. I get a lot of shaving rash when I shave. No matter what I use, I get the shaving rash. This, gone like that. If you have any, I don't know, sensitivity and irritation because you're using a high potency active, absolutely phenomenal, deals with it in one application. And I would say if you're using tretinoin and struggling a little bit with some of the side effects, this can be a great thing to pair alongside it to just lessen them down, restore the barrier function, improve skin health. Because don't forget, the healthier our skin is, the more ageless it's going to appear. And I wish I'd realised this maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. It would have made things a lot simple. Don't neglect the calming and soothing. And if you want a really, really effective calming serum, this Theramid Ceramide treatment is honestly the best that you will find on the market. I love it. I cannot sing its praises enough. It's just, yeah, it's just a phenomenal option. Now, a couple of really inexpensive, like quick wins that I want to throw out there. And I'm all about the inexpensive. I'm cheap. If I can cut some corners cost-wise, I am there at the drugstore filling my basket. And these two are like quick wins that I'd say if you're a beginner to anti-aging, you want to know where to start. Maybe you're thinking, yeah, you know what, I want to level up as well this year, but I don't know where to begin. These two. This is the Remedy for dark circles. Don't neglect your under eye. Get an all-in-one eye cream that delivers. This is that. Anti-aging with some great peptide action. It's going to lift any dark circles and hyperpigmentation that you have, smooth you out to the gods. It is the best anti-aging eye cream, bar none. Love it so much that I actually covered it in a separate video, which I'll dig out and I'll leave a link to up there. It's just phenomenal, and it's really inexpensive. It has a nice applicator, which personally I don't use. I put a little on my hand and then I wipe it under with my finger. But you can use the applicator, keep it in the fridge to cool things down. Just get a good eye cream. I think this is the first step on an effective leveled up anti-aging journey. Get a good eye cream. I could never use any retinoids under my eye because it was just too sensitive an area. Tretinoin, oh, nowhere near it. Like, even if I just put it here and it migrated upwards, disaster. This gives me all the results I want for fading hyperpigmentation, dark circles, hydrating, anti-aging, and not a single bit of sensitivity, which I love. And this that I'm waving about frantically is the ordinary volufiline. So this launched, I'm going to say, about a year ago and took the world by storm. It is a tricky product to use. I think everyone went mad for it when it launched and then realised actually it's really tricky to incorporate. How I actually use this is on the lip. I love this. Don't forget, you can get those fine lines and wrinkles. I'm not a smoker, never have been, never touched a cigarette, but even if you're not a smoker, you can still get those fine lines around the lips. If you're a smoker, that'll be exacerbated. Often people find actually drinking through straws. I don't drink through straws either because I lose them and I can never be bothered. But drinking through a straw can again cause lines around the lip. If that's you, whatever your situation, there is no judgment here. Whatever the situation, whatever the reason for the lip lines, you can fix it with this. I put a little bit on the lips, plumps out, reduces those fine lines and wrinkles. In the long term, it'll definitely help restore lost volume in that area, but in the short term, it also plumps out. Put a lip balm on top of it, done. Easy, quick win. You can use this all over the face. You can use it strategically where you want extra volume and plumpness. It is up to you, but as a bare minimum, just slap some of this on the lips and it'll get your pout on point. It's really inexpensive. It works. I find it a little bit too faffy and difficult to incorporate to really want to use it all over the face anymore. I did used to, got great results, but it just became a bit cumbersome. So actually I just stick to use it on the lips, but it works really, really well and it's inexpensive. So yeah, you can also, if you've already got the Mad About Skin Rescue Balm, which I was using for slugging, put this on the lips on the morning, get rid of those fine lines and wrinkles, top it with this as a lip balm. Literally the perfect combo. And I will leave, this is current, I should have said this earlier, this is currently buy one get one free. So if you put 2 in your basket, when you check out, one of them will show as free. If you put 4 in your basket, when you check out, 2 will show as free, so on and so forth. So yeah, you can keep 1 in your handbag, 1 in your vanity. That's what I do on a morning. This, followed by this, perfection. Put this in your handbag, then you can reapply it when you want during the day. So we're on to like the fine thing. Hopefully I'm demonstrating in this video that all of these have amazing anti-aging benefits, but none of them are super potent. None of them are super irritating or sensitizing. They just work, but they do so in a way that's much more gentle and kind to the skin. And I want to end on a real like little holy grail of mine, which is the Medik8 Liquid Peptides Advanced. This is the advanced version of their original liquid peptides. This one has growth factors. These are the best biocompatible growth factors you're going to find in skincare at that price point. Now, Allies of Skin do my absolute favourite growth factor serum. It's phenomenal, but it's like £200 a month. It's like £180. I don't have that money to spend every single time I want to buy it. Medik8 is the next best thing, and it's about, I think it's about £70. So it's a lot less expensive, and you get a lot for that because you're getting the growth factors, you're getting the peptides, and you're getting something called carnosine. Carnosine has been a little diamond when it comes to improving my anti-aging results. It fends off free sugars in the skin, which can cause glycation and damage collagen. So if you use carnosine, which is contained within that Liquid Peptides Advanced, it's going to be a little miracle worker for you. There are people out there that say, well, you could just eat less sugar and then you wouldn't have free sugars. It doesn't quite work like that. And also, I don't want to give up on things that I enjoy in life. I want a serum that's going to fix it, and that's that. So that's my other, and it works really, really quick. Instant plumping, relatively quick anti-aging, and that carnosine gets to work on the glycation the second you slap it on your skin. So no waiting around. I just absolutely love it. And there, guys, you have how I leveled up my anti-aging in 2026. Now, I'm not here to tell anyone to stop using tretinoin. If it's working for you, keep on using it. But I'm here to say if it hasn't worked for you, don't feel like a failure, because there's always those comments saying if you're not using it, you're doing it wrong. I'm here to say in skincare, use what works for you. And I found a whole suite of amazing products that work wonderfully in terms of elevating my anti-aging without having to struggle through all the retinoid uglies that I got from Tretinoin. If you're someone who uses Tretinoin and loves it, you can use all of these actives alongside it. You can get some great results. It's all about working strategically, smarter, not harder, in order to get those results. And hopefully this video has just helped you along your journey. It's been a pleasure, an absolute pleasure to be with you over the past 12 months as I've honed in on my own anti-aging. You guys have given me so many recommendations, pieces of advice that I've honestly incorporated and has done so much for my skin. So just thank you from the bottom of my heart, and keep them coming. If you have any recommendations, any advice, if you liked this video and want to see more like it, sound off in the comment section below. And wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.